When you stand in a museum admiring a glittering artifact, do you ever wonder how it truly got there? Behind the glass and the reverence, many treasures are stolen goods, reminders of plunder and exploitation. The 2025 Louvre heist, where thieves stole over $100 million in royal jewels, shocked the world and reignited debate. But the real scandal isn't just the theft. It's the colonial history behind these objects, like Colombian emeralds mined by enslaved people and traded across empires. This modern crime forced us to confront the uncomfortable truth. Museums are filled with artifacts taken under dubious circumstances. The Louvre heist became a symbol, sparking global debate about the morality of museum collections and the legitimacy of their origins. Now, the world is demanding answers about how these treasures will finally be returned home. To grasp the scale, we must look back to the age of empires. European and North American museums built their collections during colonial expansion, often through force, coercion, or outright theft. Armies looted sacred sites, explorers took trophies, and colonial officials pressured communities to surrender their heritage. These objects were stripped of meaning and displayed as symbols of Western superiority. The Benin bronzes, looted by the British in 1897, and the Elgin marbles removed from Greece, are just two infamous examples. From the Rosetta Stone to countless indigenous artifacts, the pattern is clear. Cultural treasures were extracted, leaving nations bereft. Museums became storehouses of loss, their halls echoing with stories of violence and erasure. The true journey of these objects has been silenced for too long. Museums defend their collections with claims of universal heritage and preservation, insisting they're safeguarding treasures for all humanity. They argue their facilities and stability make them better caretakers than the countries of origin, a view rooted in colonial arrogance. Legal loopholes and institutional policies shield them from returning artifacts, while powerful donors resist change. The slippery slope argument warns of empty galleries if restitution begins, but advocates seek only the return of clearly looted significant items. These defenses avoid the central question: who truly owns cultural heritage? The justifications are often smokescreens, protecting prestige and power rather than justice. The old model of possession is crumbling under growing moral scrutiny. In 2025, a new generation is demanding change. Armed with smartphones and a passion for justice, young people want transparency and the full story behind museum collections. The Louvre heist went viral, sparking hashtags like Return the Stolen Art and global digital activism. Online campaigns and influencers bypass traditional gatekeepers, amplifying calls for restitution. Inside museums, younger curators are pushing for honest provenance research and ethical reforms. Nations now see returning artifacts as a diplomatic tool, strengthening relationships and addressing historical wrongs. The debate has shifted. Restitution is no longer charity, but a step toward global justice. The pressure is reshaping museums from within and without. The scandals and activism of 2025 are forcing museums to reinvent themselves. The old treasure house model is fading, replaced by a vision of ethical, collaborative institutions. Museums must prioritize provenance research, transparency, and respectful partnerships with source communities. Returning sacred objects is an act of healing, not loss. Honest exhibits can tell the full story, including theft and restitution, building public trust. Visitors can demand accountability, support ethical institutions, and use their voices for justice. The debate is no longer if, but how and when restitution will happen. By embracing this future, museums can become true guardians of our shared heritage. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more travel guides, hidden gems, and tips to make your next adventure unforgettable.